Hello, Melbourne. Are you there?
Yep, we're 2 seconds away.
Oh, excellent. Just so, whilst you're sorting that out, just so people understand, I apologise. I got the times mixed up. We will be going back to Kirk after
of course you did.
in Melbourne.
You're a lawyer. You get everything mixed up.
Yeah, and after that, at some stage, I'm going to have to rejig this. There will be Proportional Response, myself and Octopus Prime. And then I think at 4 a.m. Eastern Central Time, Grappling Ignorance will be on. After that, AC Grading and Concordance and so on. But I will pipe down now. Hopefully, yeah, we've got video as well. I will shut up and let you take over, Jake.
Thank you very much, DPR. So I suppose welcome to this special edition of my podcast, the ImaginaryFriendsShow.com podcast. We are coming, in fact, live from Melbourne, Australia, during the Think Inc. conference. So it's a pretty amazing thing for us. With me, I have Christina Rad, and in a short couple of minutes, or at least a little bit further down the cross, we should have Michael Shermer as well. But I won't sound dissatisfied that I've only got Christina Rad here with me.
Jake,
now,
before you go further, Jake, can I just ask, can
yes.
you turn your camera off and back on again because you're frozen on blog? We can see you. Yeah, we've got you. Okay, I'll pipe down. Over to you, Jake.
Okay, great. Excellent. We'll come on back, Christina.
Well, I don't see myself, so I don't know if they can see under my skirt. Not that I mind, but...
Well, I suppose I thought I'd use this opportunity to conduct a little bit of an interview with Christina Rad, because she's come down for the amazing Think Inc. Conference. Think Inc. was effectively the brainchild of three gentlemen, and they've brought over people like Christina Rad, like Neil deGrasse Tyson. Did you enjoy Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Like, there's a comparison.
Well, come on.
There's like two fallacies. First, you call them gentlemen.
Yes.
And then you compare me with Tyson.
Well, I do apologise. You're also a gentleman. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm no lady. Everybody knows that.
But so we've got this amazing conference, and I've flown all the way down from my capital city of Brisbane to Melbourne just for this conference, just to see the amazing lineup, and an amazing lineup it is. So first question I wanted to ask. Your discussion. I just wanted to know, what did you, or in fact, if you can tell the listeners listening out there in the blogiverse, what your talk was about at Think Inc.
Well, it was about gay rights, drugs, prostitution. I talked about everything because I didn't know if I'll get another chance, so I just let it all out. I'm gonna go close because I want to see the text.
Yeah, sure.
I want to see what they're saying. Do you have guest rooms? Richard?
Hi, sorry, what's up?
Do you have guest rooms or something?
Sorry, what are you after?
Well, I think I'm in a guest room. I wanted to see the main
okay,
chat.
let me see if I can get you out of there. Hold on.
I don't think you can. I'm guest Zomgits. Very original. Somebody said that the eBay link is broken.
What? eBay's broken. Okay, leave that with me. I'll try and sort that out. If you're a guest, I don't think I can give you ops.
I see you have quite a few links there where people can donate. You have a PayPal, Just Giving, First Giving.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of the eBay auction, I have a copy of my book. In fact, I have 2 copies of my book, which I have signed and am completely willing to send to anybody, anywhere around the world. The name of the book up on auction for the Doctors Without Borders 24-hour blog TV event is Letters to Christian Leaders, Hollow Be Thy Claim. So keep an eye out for it, because it's a bloody good book.
So how much did you raise so far?
I have no idea. Oh, for him. For the whole thing. See, I thought you were talking to me. I thought you were asking me how much I had raised for mine.
Yeah, the center of attention and everything.
I think it's somewhere between 15 and 16,000 at the moment. The eBay link does work. It doesn't take you directly to all the listings, but if you go to the link and look at the left-hand side and it says listings, if you click on that, then you get the sort of like normal page. And at the
But
moment,
what
can
do
I
you
just
have
say
on
that you've only got 46 minutes left to bid on a Skype date with Completely Lovely, if you can afford $500.
That's how much she's made so far? Her Skype date?
490 at the moment.
That's awesome. How about pitch?
Let me scroll down and have a look. Sorry, I feel this is you and Jake's opportunity. I'll tell you in a second. You two carry on.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to be there and do stuff. And well, I'm not sorry I'm here, but you know, I'm curious. If I had money,
Well, my 2 hours on Blog TV, having someone as a co-host, was for several days being outbid by a red stapler. So, you know, these things can be quite harsh. I can't find Peach at the moment. I think she's on...
Okay, then we'll do the interview thing.
Peach,
What do people want?
Peach is $125.
That's cool. You have to tell us what people want, because I'm in a guest room and I cannot see the main chat.
I wish I could get you out of there. Can you not log in as yourself?
Oh, I could try.
Make it easy. I don't think I can shift guests around. That's a problem. Oh, and Completely Lovely is actually in the chat. Completely Lovely, I have to say thank you very much. You've brought in a lot of money for the event. And sorry, I'm also in the middle of...
Okay, I'm in.
So I want to know personally, because I don't profess to know a huge amount about you. I've watched plenty of your YouTube videos, but obviously this is a bit of a unique opportunity,
Yes.
especially because this is, of course, your first time in Australia, I think I heard you say.
Yes.
So how long are you here for?
2 days.
2 days?
They're kicking me out.
Really?
Yeah.
So are you getting to do anything special?
Yeah, I'm gonna be on ABC tomorrow.
Yes, of course, yeah.
Q&A with Jim Wallace. That's
Yes.
gonna be interesting.
So do you know anything about Jim Wallace?
Yes.
Did you read up on him? Yeah, he's a pretty terrible...
No, I already knew about him. Most people do.
Yes.
He's horrible.
Yeah, no, he's a pretty terrible guy. But look, I want to ask a couple of questions about you in Romania. How are your religious, or you know, more specifically anti-religious views accepted or not accepted? How are they accepted
Well, they're
in
not.
Romania?
They're not really. I mean, I have friends and we hang out and everything, but we don't really get into anything serious, because if we do, we just end up arguing.
Yeah.
Any serious topic you can think of, because the mentality, the predominant mentality, so I don't know, everybody's a nationalist there.
So, but talking about religion as, you know, it's a bit taboo everywhere. It doesn't really matter sort of where you go. I mean, it's even taboo here. But it is. Well, yeah, to a certain extent. I mean, you can still... It depends on the circles, obviously, that you're talking within. But do you ever have any, you know, like physical threats? I mean, is there threats of being...
but I don't really care about those. I think that if somebody wants to hurt you, they don't, like, warn you in advance. I think most of them are bluffing.
Yeah.
I'm not really concerned. I mean, sometimes if I make a video aggressive towards religion, especially towards Islam, and I don't get a few threats, I'm thinking I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah, fair enough. I want to know, what are some of the more entertaining responses that you've received to some of your videos?
Entertaining.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't exactly a response, but I think the most entertaining thing was Ray Comfort, when he basically responded to my response to Kirk Cameron. Ray Comfort called me something like that blonde YouTube person. That was rather funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was talking about the criticism his idea with modifying Darwin's book got, and he mentioned some of his critics, and he also mentioned me, and I was the blonde person.
The blonde person. Because I really enjoyed his version of the...
You did?
I did. It's actually one of my all-time favourite books now, because I've read Origin of the Species without his introduction, and I've also read it with his introduction, and to be perfectly honest, starting with that much comedy just makes Origin of the Species so much more enjoyable.
Yeah, probably, if you put it like that.
Yeah.
And if you're in a good mood when you read it, but otherwise it's still a bastardization of a really classic book on evolution.
Do you know what his motive was behind that? Because
money?
But he clearly, well, I take that point. He's clearly an intelligent person. He's obviously not stupid. He's able to write in an entertaining and engaging way, I suppose, for his audience.
Well, you can be very coherent and be a complete idiot.
Clearly, yes. Now, I've got a couple of other questions. In many of your videos, you appear as though sort of something has just happened, if you know what I mean. Like, something has given you the impetus to make such a video.
It's usually how it happens.
Yeah. And from that sort of you need to vent. So what does it take for you to get pissed off? And what can I say to you to have you make a venting video, say, about me?
Well, about you personally, I don't know. It depends, because I don't usually get necessarily pissed off. Sometimes I simply get amused and I make a video, a reaction or a video like it was with the Miss USA, I think it was. There were some questions about evolution that the participants had to answer.
This is the most recent Miss USA?
Yes, and their answer on evolution just made me make a video, and I didn't get pissed off. Now, with the recent debate on race, that indeed got me, I think this is the subject that got me the most pissed off, just because, I don't know, I wasn't aware of this movement, I wasn't aware of it, I didn't expect it. With homophobia and with other types of bigotry, they are there since the beginning of time. I know all the arguments by heart, but I never heard of this so-called racial realists before, and they just infuriated me.
Yeah. Can we just sort of talk a little bit about homophobia in Australia? Is that all right?
Yeah,
sure. Is that cool? It's quite interesting. In Australia, we have some fairly liberal, small L, because we have an actual capital L Liberal Party, who are the more conservative party, which is quite interesting. But we have some quite liberal politicians, and in fact they are the Labor Party, the current party that is in power. Now, the previous Prime Minister, Kevin Rudd, enacted a whole bunch of laws, a whole series of laws that it gave gay couples, long-term gay couples, beautifully similar rights to de facto heterosexual couples. But they stopped short of same-sex marriage. And more recently, there has indeed been a social push to effectively legalise gay marriage. People like Josh Thomas went on the show that you're on tomorrow, Q&A, to basically, one of the things that he said is that he really outlined the fact that this is one of the most pervasive forms of bigotry. And by not allowing that last little step, while a lot of people don't sort of look at gay marriage as being, a really big thing, still having that last little thing,
It's not that little, really. There are so many rights that they are deprived of. It's not the same. Civil. I mean, for instance, if somebody, a gay person here, wants to marry a gay person from Romania, can that person immigrate?
Well, if they're gay, no.
Well, exactly. I mean, with marriage,
yes, you
can call somebody in and they can get immigration rights because, and I bet there are many other things. I mean, for instance, if they go outside Australia, they're not seen as married. If something happens in a hospital, you don't have decisions, the power to make decisions for your lover because it's not, the union is not recognized. So it's not a little step, it's a pretty big step because there are a lot of rights that they simply don't have just because they're not straight.
Well, it's terribly unfortunate. I mean, we in fact, I did a live show last night of our podcast, and we were discussing. We have currently in federal politics a lady by the name of Penny Wong. She is an out and very proud lesbian.
She's gonna have a baby, or
she is. She came and effectively let the world know that she is having a baby with her lesbian partner on Q&A. not so long ago, she was asked the question, you're an out and proud lesbian. Why don't you support gay marriage? And unfortunately, she had to toe the party line. She simply had to say, I don't support it. I'm not in support of gay marriage. It's really unfortunate, I think, when intelligent people like her are sort of forced into the corner, forced into
I don't think you can be forced.
Line.
I think you have to stand by your beliefs, especially as a politician.
Yeah, unfortunately, though,
when you have the power to basically shape and change the mentality of a country, you should use that power. I don't think that's an excuse that she was pushed. I mean, I know that she's very liked in Australia and people love her, but
except for the Christians.
Well, yeah. They hate everybody.
They do. Yeah, I mean, the unfortunate thing is, effectively, if you don't toe that party line, there's very little chance that you'll get re-elected again. If you're seen to support something that is against... And it's just such a weird thing because there is such support for things like gay marriage, but they simply can't... they can't get people behind it.
I don't understand Australia. I think 60-something% of Australians...
Yeah, about 65%.
Support, and the majority of Christians support gay marriage, so what the hell is going on?
I'm not sure. To be perfectly honest, it
doesn't
make sense.
Well, I tell you what's going on. If something in power shies away from saying, yes, I support gay marriage, just out of fear of not being re-elected, I think that's the problem. I think if there were people who were standing up for this, people in power, then yes, the other people would be able to protest if she's not re-elected again. This is
Well, one of the things that I've always sort of pushed for is campaign contribution reform. Because as far as I see it, when corporations give money to people, give money to politicians in order to run and win their elections, they are, to a certain, in fact, to a large extent, beholden to those corporations' causes. And some of those corporations are the Catholic Church, the Australian Christian lobby. So that's one of the huge things that I've always been on.
You cannot make this kind of compromises. For instance, in Zurich, there was this woman, and I'm really sorry, I apologize, I forgot her name, I wouldn't be able to pronounce it anyway, but she runs a sort of camp, a sort of alternative school, kind of like Scouts, Boy Scouts, but with skeptics, and small children, like from ages 7 up to 15, I think, can enroll to that school. And it's not about promoting atheism in that school, it's about promoting skepticism. And the fee for entering the school is some $14, something really, really cheap, so they can afford it. But obviously she cannot sustain the project with those money, so there are people donating for that. And she clearly said, some people who are donating are telling me, okay, I'm gonna give you money, but you have to do this, this, and this. And she says, no, flat out, I'm not gonna do this. If I don't agree with your politics, I'm not gonna promote them in my school, no matter how much money you give me.
But should it be legislated that these corporations not be able to give huge sums of money?
No,
do you understand what I mean?
It should be legislated that these corporations should give large sums of money, but without having any saying in what those money are used for.
Yeah.
So, okay, you see a project, you like it, go support it. Don't support it and then change it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, ideologically, it would be awesome. I just don't see it changing until there is some sort of, campaign contribution reform. And I think it was actually one of the things that Obama first talked about when he was elected. One of his champion causes was campaign contribution reform. Unfortunately, it didn't happen.
Yeah, like many things.
Like many things. Medicare is a disaster. And unfortunately, there's just been sort of disaster after disaster after disaster. Hey, look, I have a couple of other questions.
Sure.
Donate, yes. Before we do go into other questions, donate.
Look, guys, I'm sorry, I'm not really talking about Médecins Sans Frontières. I actually went to their website. I saw that they're one of their most recent things. They're helping people in Somalia. I heard the situation is pretty drastic there. So, I'm a bit in a daze. I'm a bit jet lagged. I can't really focus on many things. So just do this favor for me. If you don't want to do it for Doctors Without Borders right now, just give some donations in my name, because it will really make me happy. Even if I'm doing a shit job at promoting their cause right now, I'm sorry. I cannot see the comments. I don't know why I'm leaning. And there's this guy whispering.
Can you believe it?
Yeah, the nerve.
I've just been told that Neil deGrasse Tyson's going to be in the room in about 15 minutes. So we can chat.
There you go. Donate to Sinai. Oh, you see, you don't do that.
Okay, look,
You're
you know what?
Look, if you donate like $1,000 in the next 15 minutes, you'll see.
Greg, the co-host, is going to stand at that frigging door, and he is going to stop Neil deGrasse Tyson from walking in unless you donate $1,000 in the next 5 minutes.
Wow, that's a bit... No. In the next 15, that should be it.
$15. So you're setting the bar too low.
No, just donate how much you can, like $5, $10, 20, 100, doesn't matter. Donate and you will see Neil. And push the little buttons outside, above our faces.
Are there little buttons above our faces?
Yes. The first,
I see,
the
yeah,
first
the
giving,
donates.
just... Richard, are you still there? Did you fall asleep?
I think
I'm just writing my speech in preparation for my debate with Coctopus Prime.
Oh, what are you debating?
I'm arguing that America is better than the United Kingdom, and he's going to put some pithy argument forward that the United Kingdom is better than the United States. I think he's going to talk about fish and chips and cups of tea. I don't know, but that's where we're headed with that one.
Why is everybody eating fish and chips in UK? I've heard so much about that.
Coctopus Prime. He's going to be the one advocating that. But,
it's so strange. When I was in Zurich, all the Brits were like fish and chips, and they were with their little tea, and they were analyzing if it's proper tea, and they had their little... Yeah, it was ridiculous.
I don't know what it is. I mean...
Donate for tea.
Coctopus, I'm sure, will express it very eloquently in his attempt to support the United Kingdom.
No, seriously, just a second. Just somebody, make a donation and write a comment and say that it's for tea, just to confuse other people who are gonna read those comments.
I suspect the sort of person you're talking about when they say, "Is it a proper cup of tea?" means just have four spoonfuls of sugar in it.
No, it was about the leaves. The plant in the little tea sack. I'm not even making this up. I guess if it's powder, it's not proper tea.
Well, I don't know.
Donate for tea, please.
Lemon tea or Earl Grey?
I don't know, I hate tea. It's disgusting.
So how are you finding Australia, Zomgits?
I don't find it at all. I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay,
I'm not being moved from one place to another. I'm not gonna say much.
But it's
beautiful. Melbourne is really beautiful. So far, what I've seen on on the road from airport to here. I really like, and they have really good coffee. I was impressed, and I'm not easily impressed.
If you go to a foreign country, it's not the things that are similar to your own country that sort of you notice. It's the things that are different. I mean, I'm not asking you to be critical or complimentary. I'm just wondering what in the limited opportunity that you've had.
It was just too limited to notice real differences. The streets are a lot nicer. The buildings, stuff like that. The coffee is good.
How about the people?
They suck.
Really?
No, I'm kidding.
Just the Melbourne people you're talking about? Or are you talking about this?
Just you and that guy who whispers.
That guy who keeps whispering and handing water over behind you. He's a terrible guy.
Horrible person.
No, how have you found the people? Everybody who comes to Australia goes back and says, "Oh, the people are amazing."
I swear. I mean, I had my presentation.
No, can you say something controversial?
No,
Just-
no, I can't because they were too lovely. They laughed at all my lame jokes and
Yeah,
they
they were
applauded
pretty
me.
lame, yeah.
Yeah,
No, I'm just kidding.
I know.
No, you see, you're supposed to say something controversial, like all of the people at the airport were terrible. I don't know, they were all racist. Just say something scary, something that will keep other people away from Australia.
You want that?
Yeah, of course, why not? I'm just saying, say something controversial.
Oh god, I don't know. The prostitutes were very, very small. I never seen such small prostitutes
They were so
in my
short.
life.
They were the shortest prostitutes in the world.
Exactly. I mean, who does that?
I don't know.
That's just wrong.
Midget fetishists or dwarf fetishists, rather. I think
God,
that's.
this
This
is really-
politically
shut up.
correct.
This is just wrong.
Now, look, I did.
Just make a donation
Yes.
for midget prostitutes. But just write that comment there. Come on, it's gonna be fun for the other people reading the comments. For tea, for midget prostitutes.
Michael Sherman's on the stage. He wants to believe.
Oh, he already started. He's not coming?
No, apparently not. He's been swapped out for Neil deGrasse Tyson, but only, of course, if you guys donate. Because if you don't donate, then again, Greg will be.
What did you just say,
closing.
donate? What's that?
It's an abbreviation. Remember, see, in Australia we shorten words. We take out vowels. We occasionally drop.
But
syllables.
sometimes you add things, like say no.
No,
Say it again.
no.
No, drop the R at the end. What is that?
Drop the no.
The
Drop
R. The R at the end.
Nar. Nah. Is that
Drop
what you mean?
it. Drop
Nah.
it. No, because you say
Nah.
no and you put an R at the end. It's an R there.
Nah.
No, just say no. Like
No.
see, no. There's an R there.
No.
I hear it.
You're making it up.
I'm totally not.
See, I told you she was racist.
Just give thumbs up if you heard an R at the end when he said no. Say again no.
No.
Well,
You're asking me to say no.
well,
no,
see,
I don't see any
look,
R,
look,
no.
there's a thumb up. They hear it. I hear an R. See?
What's that? Sorry, it's an R. I hear a W.
No.
No. There's no W. There's no R. You're crazy. This is racism.
You know what's hilarious? That I make fun of other people's accents. That's,
Well, that's
truly
true.
funny.
That is true. So, what do you do apart from your crazy YouTube videos? What is there to do in Romania?
Nothing.
It's
I
not-
post shit on the internet. That's my life.
What, just
That's
24
it.
hours?
Yeah.
That's
no,
it.
I do work. I have to earn some money to buy like food
And books.
from time to time. I don't read books. Books are evil.
Are they really?
Don't read books, kids.
They support the lizard people, so yes, don't. It's very bad. But what else do you do? What else is there to do in Romania?
Like I said, I have no life.
Yeah,
Why are you like deliberately embarrassing me now?
I do apologise. Actually, I read something about. I'm studying anthropology. I read something. Yeah, sorry.
Like that's impressive or
Yes, it's a
something.
friggin' arts degree. Yeah, you need a degree to be an office assistant. Get an
You
arts
saw that,
degree.
right? You said I'm studying anthropology and then did that.
I don't have any hair to sweep back.
That made it even worse. That you did like with a beard. What's up with that?
But yeah, no, I'm studying anthropology. I read last semester in one of the subjects that Romania, one of the cities in Romania, has the worst air pollution in all of the world. There's one city in there, and I googled it this afternoon. I was looking for an answer. I couldn't find it. Is there
I have no idea.
a city in Romania?
It's not my fault.
No,
No. I know what you're implying, but it's not. I haven't done that.
I was implying nothing. I was implying absolutely nothing. So what are some of the questions that are coming through? They have questions.
Well, I don't even know in what room we are. They're just talking among them. Stop talking and donate.
Hipster anthropologists. Man, I hate crackers.
That's wrong. You never used Blog TV before?
No, I've never used it before.
Oh, he's gonna get brain damage.
Am I?
Yeah, don't read too many comments.
Okay, well, no, they're quite interesting. I mean, Catholic crackers. Yes, flavourless hockey pucks. Brought to you by the Catholic Church.
Did anybody donate it for midget prostitutes? I'm gonna be sad if you didn't.
No, that's politically incorrect. It's actually dwarf. It's an actual medical condition. Dwarfism.
Little people prostitutes, is that better?
I don't think little people is acceptable either. It has to be dwarves.
I mean, like, take for instance, a midget. I'm gonna say it and
No,
look racist.
it's dwarf.
I'm following the racist part, even if
Right, okay, yes.
being short
Please
is not
go
a
with
race.
it.
Kicks you in the balls, right?
Yes.
And you say, a little person kicked me in the balls. That sounds like a kid did it. Just doesn't.
Yeah, but if
doesn't really do it.
if I said a dwarf kicked me in the balls,
Yeah, but that
they would
sounds
know what I
kind of
was
like
talking
an
about.
elf.
I personally
Like a
never met a
mythical
elf.
creature.
But hang on, wait. Aren't elves tall people with skinny ears?
Yes,
It
exactly.
was,
That live in trees or something.
yeah, and it was
There are more
the
people whispering. What's wrong with these people?
5 minutes. Sorry.
Okay, we have 5 minutes. Come on, give some. Richard,
Have we had the $1,000 come in?
Richard, get off your ass and look if somebody donated money for midget prostitutes, for tea, and for Neil deGrasse Tyson. That sounded wrong. Neil deGrasse Tyson, midget prostitutes, and tea.
And they all walked into a bar together.
Yeah.
I'll have a look now for you.
Such a lazy person, Richard.
But he's been doing this for what? How long have you been doing this now for? In this current 24-hour blog TV event, Richard? Is this what? 12, 16 hours in?
He's just not.
He's crazy. See, that's what I'm talking. He's been
He's
up.
dead.
He's been awake for 24 hours at
It
least.
doesn't really matter because he's always on Blog TV. Like, I swear, this person lives on Blog TV. Whenever I go to a Blog TV show, every other day, every 3 days, he's there. Never goes away.
Is that a good
Okay,
thing?
we've got a donation from Completely Lovely.
Ooh.
And the message goes, so that Zomgits can buy the midget prostitutes a proper cup of tea, donation by Completely Lovely.
Oh, thank you, Heather.
£10.
That's adorable.
Hang on, 100.
It's like 12 Australian dollars.
Hang on, have I got this right? I'm sorry. No, maybe it's for tea for quiz donation by Mr. No Face.
$100.
Hang on, I think I'm looking at the wrong one. There's no message with the other ones, so I can't see. But those are the only ones that actually specifically refer to midgets.
So we have like 3 minutes left. Just do something interesting.
Well, we actually, Richard, we've got Neil deGrasse Tyson about to walk into the room. Did you want to?
Who cares?
And I mean, there's been no donations made specifically for Neil deGrasse Tyson, but
Don't let him through the door.
yeah, I'm tempted to ask Greg to block the door.
Yeah. Yeah.
And unless there is a donation that comes through.
I mean, to be honest, who is he anyway? Oh,
Well, that's
Yeah.
right. I mean, he's only the man that killed Pluto.
whilst you're waiting, you wouldn't have seen it. I got
Astronomers are
two
lame.
serious bitch slaps today. One was from Eugenie Scott, which I knew was coming because it was a pre-recorded thing we did a few weeks ago. But
What
the
do
other
you
one
mean?
was from Lawrence Krauss. He gave me a right bitch slapping.
With what?
Believe it. He said,
Well, I believe Cross did it, but what the hell did you do to Eugenie Scott? She's like the sweetest person on this planet.
I know. But for some reason, Lawrence Krauss thought I was speaking too much and told me to shut up. Can you believe
Well, it's unbelievable. No, do you guys believe that Richard can talk too much? He always talks. Never stops when he starts talking.
Well, he hasn't stopped.
Yeah, because he's doing something else.
She's donated.
Shut up! We are just gossiping about you. That's rude
Yeah,
to interrupt like that.
I'm talking. Fact versus Religion has donated $50. I think that's just come in. So I'm going to assume
Laura.
that's for midget prostitutes and cups of tea. Thank
Just donate for ridiculous stuff and mention me, like for Zomgits and prosthetic penises. Just weird stuff like that. I just love it when people go to the comments and they're like, what?
So, Richard, are you going to let Neil deGrasse Tyson come on, or are you going to revoke our Skyping privileges?
I don't know. Should we take a poll?
Yes.
So-
We can't see the poll. All we can see is this guest room.
All right, we'll take a thumbs up, thumbs down.
Oh, look at this. There's all. It's going Tyson.
Oh, well, money.
Tyson.
It's for Doctors
Yeah,
Without
right.
Fucking Borders, you miserable bunch of fuckwits. Give us some fucking money.
Somebody said PZ. That's nice. See, look, it's all thumbs up for Tyson. Yeah, all right, people. So we'll do it, but only if you donate.
That's
Some
my
money.
stomach. Can you hear that?
Yes, I can. It was very loud.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll give you effing money.
He said effing.
Yes.
He didn't say fucking. He said
No.
He said effing. What kind of person?
No.
talks like that?
They said fucking. I said effing.
Lame.
I said fucking.
Zomgits has to take off that jacket. You're wearing a jacket? That I
No.
need to take off. You're wearing a jacket?
No, they can't see me anyway.
They just can hear you whisper
I was
like
well,
a
not
crazy
whispering now.
person.
Lordy, keep him out of the room. We need money before he
Sir.
turns up.
It is such an immense pleasure to meet you. Yes, we're actually on live with the Doctors Without Borders event. Can I just pull up a chair for you?
Sure.
Yes, please.
No,
Yeah.
everybody's like, get the fucking Romanian out and bring on Tyson.
No, it's what you
I swear, this is what they're saying.
No, not at all, Zomgits. But if you wouldn't mind just moving out of the picture. So.
Thanks, guy. Thanks for the donations, for the
Christian
midget
next to you, or-
prostitutes.
For us. Yeah, come on
Yeah.
in.
Do you want to stay, Christina, and have a chat, or are you?
Stay! Yeah, please.
But we need headsets.
No,
We
it's
have
totally
more?
fine. Yeah, I mean, if you're happy to listen to Richard. Now, we actually asked a couple of minutes ago. I've got to say, this is a huge pleasure. I've read every one of your mother flipping books.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
And I'm now ashamed that I didn't bring any to get signed.
So you have to buy another set.
No, I'm sorry. I am a poor student. But yeah, no, it's an absolute honour. Now, a couple of minutes ago, we actually said, because this is a...
By the way, I think I should take my tie off, because I haven't found another Australian person with
No,
a tie.
hold on.
I've
Just
got,
give some,
cufflinks. Is that
give
what
some
cufflinks
money
are?
for my. What? I cannot read.
Auction the tie.
Auction the tie. They're saying to auction the tie.
Oh come on! You
To
cannot.
auction the tie,
No, it's Neil's tie.
This
You
is
cannot
my-
That's actually a really
auction
nice
that.
tie.
That's
This
like a
is
trademark.
well, I have many ties.
Yes.
I could, I suppose I could.
Well, it is for a good cause. It is
I mean,
for
maybe.
Doctors Without Borders.
Wow.
When you said with that accent, sounds even more compelling.
I could actually put on an accent for you.
We have 3 different accents here.
We do.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
amazing
have an
diversity.
accent. What
Oh,
are you
no,
talking
wait,
about?
Josh actually has
Crazy.
another accent as well.
I do have an accent.
Sri Lanka? Yeah, see, we have amazing diversity.
That's as
in
it
this-
should be.
So are you going to...
That's the only way you know you're getting the best that you can.
That's true.
Tapping the entire world and all of them.
That has another meaning here in Australia.
Tapping? Oh,
the
sorry.
entire world.
Sorry.
Yeah, just so
Sorry.
you know. I thought I'd bring that up.
But when you don't tap a keg?
Well, you can. It's really good.
I don't
So
wanna-
how do you extract beer from a keg? What's the verb?
Yeah. So in Australia, we
That's
don't.
wrong,
We don't. Do we drink from kegs? We don't really do that a whole lot.
Beer from a keg.
Yeah. You
Well, it's a keg and there's a spigot.
right.
The act of
You pull. You pull.
No, that's just nasty.
No, you really do.
It wasn't nasty. We didn't think it was nasty. It's all in your mind.
Now, so have we created enough peer pressure to have you?
I think I can auction this tie.
Okay.
But
So-
if it can matter, if it goes for $3, why did I do it?
Well, because
But this is a battle-worn tie. I mean, I wore it today. I gave my talk
that's true.
in the tie today.
But you threatened to remove it, so I mean, it's not all that much.
This person, get Neil on, get his tie. What are you doing here?
I'm doing it's all for Doctors Without Borders. It's not
We'll give
going
the camera
to
a
me.
better view of the tie. The tie
It's
is
an awesome tie. So
it's a-
how much do you think
I think.
Yeah. In fact, in
it
the,
should be given to charity
Let's
for
see,
that
so we can
awesome
see
tie?
that. Is this the camera here?
yeah.
So they can see. It's got moons and planets. And you know what's best about the tie?
There's no Pluto on it.
Oh, there's certainly not Pluto. But the best thing about the tie is that even if you spill spaghetti sauce on it, it just becomes another nebula. You see? So you would never know.
It's very nice to meet you, Neil. Can
Okay,
just
I
ask,
will
was
put
the
this tie-
tie created in 6 days?
Was
Sorry.
the tie created in 6 days? Somebody asks. Somebody who's DPR.
It was probably made in a machine in a matter of minutes. No, not 6 days.
In China.
And so actually, but this is ripped a little. Oh, no, it's not. It's fine. It's fine.
There's a few loose threads.
Few loose thread, but it's an actual tie, and it's from my collection.
So, look, this is a surreal moment for me because I've actually just made, effectively, Neil deGrasse Tyson remove his tie and auction it for Doctors
It's a
Without
pervert,
Borders.
this one.
It's crazy.
No, I know the
Just,
organization.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I've just received a message from someone who says that they will open the bidding at $100.
They're opening the bidding at $100.
Is that okay?
Wow.
Oh, wait, hang on. Is that American dollars? Because that doesn't amount to very much.
I don't know the exchange rate. What is it?
Well, currently,
Stuff looks really expensive
currently
here to me.
one American dollar is $1.02 Australian.
Oh, okay. So it's about the same.
Yeah.
No.
Take your
$100. I think
Get out
that
of here.
it ought to go for at least $100.
Yeah, I think so.
This is so. It
But
is.
weren't they talking? They were talking about pounds earlier, weren't they? Is it $100 or £100? That's what I'm interested.
$100 or £100?
It's $100 US.
$100 so $20 Australian, depending on how you want to use maths, correctly or incorrectly.
Correctly, I think is the preference.
May I also ask if
So I think $100 is a good starting bid.
Good
I think.
starting bid.
If we can get, so that's the reserve on this. 100. If I can't sell it, I'm taking it back.
Yes.
Got that?
Can you do that, Richard? Can you put it on eBay? Oh yeah, you can set like a limit.
A limit. It's a
Yeah.
reserve. It's called a reserve. in
we
addition.
we can sort that out, no problem whatsoever. But if could you ask Neil a
I
favour?
think what I would do is I have a silver marker and I would sign the inside of the tie.
Yeah.
And it would be like a special personalized tie. Yes,
Yes.
I'll be happy to do that.
Richard wants a favor from you.
Yes, could you ask Neil, please, to be insulting to me? I've been bitch slapped by Eugenie Scott and also by Lawrence Krauss. I want to make a hat trick of it. Can you
Well,
ask him to tell me to shut up?
Insulted by Eugenie Scott. I don't know how he managed that because she's the sweetest person
and Lawrence
ever.
Krauss.
And yeah, and by Lawrence. And now he wants to be insulted by you. He's weird, this one. Don't try.
I need to know more
He's
about
British.
That's enough. He's a lawyer.
I need to know more about him so that I know how best-
I'm a British lawyer. That's enough for you, surely.
So I have a lawyer insult.
Yes.
May I?
Yeah,
He's
sure.
asking for it?
Yeah.
Will he bid more money if I insult him really well?
I will
that's a good
indeed.
Oh,
He
yes, he
will
said he
indeed.
will.
He will. Okay. The problem is, it's the 90% of lawyers that give the other 2% a bad name.
You heard that, right?
Yeah, I heard that.
Here. Got that?
Yeah, I'm never going to buy any of his
Think
books.
slow.
Never
lawyers.
liked him. Tell him I'm going to buy all of Lawrence Krauss's books and not one of his.
He said he will buy all of Lawrence's books and none of yours.
Those are fighting words.
Sorry, Neil, to just jump in front of you there. You just blew out the speaker,
I'm sorry.
the monitor. There we are. We can hear ourselves again.
But we can't see ourselves.
No, we can't, so I'll go back.
Can't they go full screen?
Um,
Or is it a bar?
No,
you
no.
want to see yourself, is that... what
No, I just thought. I mean, it's.
just sounds a little.
Oh no, you
lame.
wouldn't be able to see that. You wouldn't be able to see the text.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So look, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
The day that
Well, wait, just so I know.
Yeah.
If I didn't come here with my tie, how
Yes.
else would you be raising money?
Christina Rad was going to donate a lock of hair.
I mean, you got to admit that your hair is part of your.
Don't mess with the hair.
Your thing.
Don't mess with the hair.
Your hair is your thing,
Yeah.
right? It's in every image.
The-
You have to. It has to
you know
mean
what they
something
did
to you.
when I had to get the U.S. visa?
What?
On the picture, your ears are supposed to show, and you have to have no hair in your face.
You can't even have bangs if you had bangs.
No.
Okay.
So it has.
I've never had this problem.
It has to be all pulled away, and mine couldn't stay away. So they basically put water on it and gel on it, and it's like I could show it to you for some money. Just give some $10, and I'll show you my American visa.
Unfortunately,
Picture.
we only have an absolute maximum of 5 minutes left. So, Richard, can you tell us how we're going with bidding?
On the tie, I don't know because it's obviously not on eBay yet. But I think that if it's got a reserve of 150, we'll probably get a couple of $100 for that. And thank you very much, Neil, for donating it.
Okay. Past couple hundred.
It's not up yet. But
I'll say more about the tie. That I have my tie collection is kind of famous, and if you look at various clips of me, I'm wearing one tie or another, and
So is this being taken out of the rotation?
yes, this would be out of the rotation. I'd have to replace it somehow, but I have other ties, but this one is among my favorite because it's got the most number of colors in it, so it goes with practically anything I wear. I like also wearing this with blue jeans because this is there's a blue galaxy here, so the tie is very versatile for anyone who would wear them. And maybe it's not going for as much as it might because in Australia I've yet to see anyone wearing a tie.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
this
But
is
you realise that this is Sunday here.
right now.
Yes. And
So everyone's in their
There's like
Sunday
a law,
best.
Thou shalt not wear ties on
well,
Sabbath.
pretty much, yeah. It's in
I
the
see.
Bible. Hello,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure one of the commandments. Look, I want to ask a question because you've been speaking recently at other events about your idea for getting America moving forward by creating a mission to Mars.
Mission to Mars would do it. Yeah, because it needs everything. You need the best chemists, the best geologists, you need the best of everything. And then you go in the classroom and say, who wants to look for life on another planet?
Yes.
Then you get the best biologists in the educational pipeline to come. If you said, who wants to design an airplane that's 10% more fuel efficient than the one your parents flew? I don't think that's going to do it. But who wants to design an airplane that we're going to fly on Mars in a rarefied atmosphere? You're going to get the best people.
Yes.
So I think when the government invests in a major project and the nation sees it and understands it and feels it, it changes the mood. It changes what it is people care about, what they value. And it's that mood change that infuses everyone's dreams about tomorrow. Without it,
Could you ask Neil in relation to that what his views are about the opposing view as expressed by Rick Perry when he says that there's no point in teaching calculus to children?
He's talking about Rick Perry. Nobody cares
Rick
about
Perry
that.
and calculus. But I did want to ask because you
I
just this
wanted to
last.
ask something too. That's
Oh,
all.
sorry, let me ask mine. For God's sakes, let me ask mine, and then you can ask.
Okay,
mine.
if you mention God.
This last week, NASA announced that they are planning a mission to Mars.
that was always in the planning.
Yes.
What people got upset about was that the shuttle program ended and we didn't have another vehicle ready to launch on the next pad.
Without using.
No
Russia.
one got upset when Gemini ended
Yeah.
because Apollo, the mighty Apollo rocket, was next door, ready to launch a few months later. No one shed a tear when Gemini stopped. The shuttle stops, it's going to be 6 years before another ship gets launched. And that's only in test mode. The next ship that'll have a person on it launched from American soils won't be for another 20 years, 15, 20 years. So that was always in the plan. My big worry is, what does it mean for a president to say what's going to happen 10 years from now? That's under the watch of a president to be named later. Like, why? Where is the
Impetus.
the impetus when you say I'm going to do this and then you leave the office? What's that?
I don't even know that.
It's a good word. Impetus means the drive, the urge, the longing.
I feel much smarter now.
Okay.
Actually, I've been waiting very long for you to hear you talk exactly like that.
Oh.
To pontificate in exactly that way.
Pontificate. Are you trying to embarrass me? What is this?
Just go
It's a word. Even though the Pope is in the word, there's still a word. You said goodbye to people. Goodbye means God be with you. And it became goodbye.
Oh, really?
Yes, it does.
I had no idea.
Most atheists don't know that. And I tell them this and they freak out. And then they stop using it. Because I used to say Godspeed when the astronauts would go up.
That's what I say at the end of my podcast.
And is that right?
It is.
Seriously. When they go up in the spaceship. And they say, how could you say that? And I say, it's what has always been said when people go into space. And space is dangerous. And so they say Godspeed. In the same way you would leave the city walls and go out on your trip, they would say God be with you. That just simply became goodbye.
Yeah.
So once it's an expression, the original meaning is irrelevant. It's just what you say in that situation.
Yeah.
I've been told that we have to wrap up.
Okay.
But you had a question. Do you want to use that as the wrap up?
Europa. Will there ever be?
Europa! I want to go to Europa.
I want to go too.
Okay, I'll send you first. Okay. A moon of Jupiter, I'll go say quick.
Yeah.
A moon of Jupiter that's
Covering
kept
ice.
warm by, the inside is kept warm by the gravitational stress from Jupiter and the surrounding moons. It's frozen on the surface. Liquid water inside has been liquid for billions of
Yes.
years.
It
If there's
might be
anywhere,
life
if there's
there.
life anywhere, that's where it's going to be. I want to go find that life. And then we get to name it.
I mean,
That's
it
the
should
fun
be
part.
fairly primitive.
We
life
think.
because it's so far away from the sun. I mean, if it is, but there will still be free champagne. So I mean,
Free champagne? Why would they?
well, if they find life, there
If they
will
find
not
life,
be
we
free
would do more than
champagne.
just simply drink free champagne. But here's the thing:
But I thought this was the point.
if it's life on Europa, then we call it Europeans. That's what we call life. That's how that works.
Well,
And then
yeah,
we can
it
say
makes
goodbye,
sense.
Europe. You no longer deserve your terms. You no longer deserve your nomenclature. Sorry, goodbye, Europe. So look, I think we have to actually wrap up.
Okay, I will sign this tie on the back,
In
sort
silver.
of Jerry Garcia style. Yeah, I'll sign it in silver on the back, and I'll be happy to donate this to the cause. It is a battle-worn tie.
Can
So
you
I'll
thank
give
Neil
it-
very much for his donation? We'll have it on eBay, hopefully within a couple of hours. That's very
This is
generous of him.
very much
Thank you.
Donation. I'll have it up on eBay in the next couple of hours.
No,
Okay.
he was actually cursing. He just translates all wrong.
No, that's great. Thank you so much for both of your times. It's been amazing. This is surreal for me.
Okay.
And actually, Richard, I'll have to say, if you don't give me the video for this, or at the very least the audio,
I don't think he has it.
I will never participate in this ever again.
I don't think he's not recording.
That was a real demand.
I think it is actually being recorded. Don't worry.
Oh,
It is
okay.
actually been.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's excellent.
you
Thank
will have
you.
it. No problem at all. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks for your interest.
You can stay if you want. You can stay and do this for a bit longer if you want.
Yeah, if you want. No.
Don't get me. If you want to stay
No,
late
that's-
for another few moments, please do.
Where shall I-
I've only got Coctopus Prime waiting, so it's not like it's
No, but
anyone
once it's
important.
in.
Just put it in
No,
my
it's okay,
pocket
Richard,
I'm
and walk
I'm
away
gonna go.
with it.
I have to sign it.
Very
Thanks,
good.
I have
guys.
my pen inside.
Thanks for the donations.
I'm-
For the, you know what? I'm not gonna say it again.
Okay. Thank you very
Thanks.
much indeed. It's been absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, we
Hope
donated
you
for
enjoyed the rest of your stay
Insight.
in Australia. And thank you, Neil. Thank you, Jake. And thank you to Think Inc.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Richard.